Hey girlies, today we're doing something a little bit different. Welcome to our first ever The Girlies Advice Session. I asked you girlies to send me your problems, your struggles, and the things you need advice on, or anything. And today we're doing the Girlies Advice Session, where I answer your real questions about life, confidence, relationships, and self-worth. Let's get into it. A girlie said, how can I truly love myself? Because I do sometimes, but other times I can't even look in the mirror. And another girlie also said, how can I love myself and accept my face, my body, because I hate it? I'm going to be very honest with you. Loving yourself, it doesn't start with thinking you're the most beautiful girl in the room or you're the most confident girl in this world. It starts with something much smaller, by not being your own enemy anymore, by not being your own bully anymore. I haven't always loved 100% of everything about myself or my body or my face, but at some point I decided that, okay, if I keep going like this, if I keep hating on myself, if I keep being my own enemy, it's not gonna get better. My life will not improve. I will not become a better person if I keep doing it like this. Hating myself will not improve my life and who I am. I would advise you that don't try to love yourself immediately. Start slow and steady and go from there. First of all, stop insulting yourself. Stop bullying yourself. Stop calling yourself ugly. Stop saying that I hate myself. Stop saying that I hate my body. The more you say it to yourself, your brain will think that way. Your brain will adapt to what you say to yourself because you can control your own thoughts. You can control what you see, and the more you say it, the more you will believe it and you think that it is true. Stop zooming in your flaws. Stop checking the mirror every single chance that you get. Stop scrolling on social media too much, that all you see on social media is curated, beautiful, and filtered people. You need to separate your own worth from your appearance, because certainly you weren't born to hate your face. You weren't born to hate yourself. You clearly picked it up from somewhere. You learned it along the way, from social media, from beauty standards. Let me ask you something. If you were the only girl in this whole earth, would you still hate yourself and hate your body? I don't think so. Then from that point, you need to work on what you can actually control and what you can actually elevate from yourself. So if you like your eyes, do makeup that elevates your eyes. If you like your waist, wear outfits or items that flatter your waist. If you have beautiful hair, style your hair in a way that you love it. You need to seek for the good signs and the good things you like about yourself on your body or on your face, and try to work on what you can actually control. I bet that you still have at least one thing that you love about yourself, that you like about yourself, that is unique about you. Find that and start from there. Now, about your flaws, what you don't like about yourself. So think to yourself, can you change that or not? Can you work on that or not? So for example, if you want a fitter physique, if you want a healthier, glowy skin, try to find a way to achieve that. Go to the gym, have a solid skincare routine, take care for your body, sleep earlier, whatever. But if it is something that you cannot change, like your hip dips or something that you were born with, learn to accept that. Learn to say, this is my body, instead of saying, I hate my body. I want to ask you, are you going to be your enemy forever? Are you going to fight your own genetics forever? Another thing that I think you can do is get off social media. Limit your time using social media. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything, because the more you are on social media, the more it affects your brain in a bad, unhealthy way. You will start comparing yourself, your life, your face, your body to the people that you see on the internet, on social media. And that is why self-hatred is born. You can try for 30 days. Whenever you look into the mirror, stop saying bad things about yourself. It is okay if you don't compliment yourself, but first, try not to attack yourself first for 30 days, and then you can gradually compliment yourself, one compliment a day, and you go from there, slowly. Next, a girlie said, do you often get creepy DMs from men? And if you do, please tell me, how do you handle it? And are you getting a lot of nasty comments from men? To this question, yes, I do get a lot of nasty comments and also creepy DMs from men when I post on social media. Well, but not like that much, not like overflooding my DMs or comments because 90% of my audience is women. So it is not like that much, but it is still a considerable amount. And how do I handle it? So my physical response is that I just ignore them. I don't interact with them. I don't reply back. I don't give them any attention. That's my physical response. But of course, because me, myself, I can say that I read all of my comments, or at least almost all of my comments, 98% of my comments. So of course, I see those comments and I know that they exist. I just don't interact with them or associate myself with those bad energy. So that's for the comments. I don't delete, I just ignore. But for the DMs, if the DMs are really pervasive, I will block it, obviously. But even for most cases of my DMs, I just ignore it. For the mental side, because of course I read the comments, they go into my mind, of course, but I know that their hate on me is just their projection of their own insecurities that they need to work on. I understand that, so that's why I don't get mad or upset or emotional about that. I just ignore it. I understand that it's not my flaws, it's not my faults, it is not true about myself what they said, so that is why I can stand so firm against those bad comments and DMs. Because just imagine how sorry and how pathetic it is for someone to go online and to leave hate comments under someone else's post. You don't even know that person, so why would you take your time to hate on me or on the person that is posting? And another thing which is very important, every single day I have so many girlies saying blessings, saying nice words, saying kind words to me. They are angels to me, so why would I take one bad comment and trip myself over to that? Meanwhile, I have literally 100 different comments coming from the girlies saying how beautiful I am, how I inspire them to be so confident. If you ever decide to post yourself in the internet or you have to deal with those bad comments and bad DMs, delete it. If you like, block them. If you want to, do anything for it to get off your mind, because you don't need to care about that, literally. Don't receive those bad energy, don't receive those bad frequencies. Next, a girlie said, trans women, I'm behind on how to dress well and do makeup and stuff. Can you help? Any tips? The advice that I'm about to give is not only for trans women, but also for all the women that want to know how to dress well and how to do makeup. First thing first, for the makeup, when you're just starting out, you don't need to learn 5 different makeup styles and 10 different makeup looks. You can just pick one and start from there. After you have chosen a makeup style that you like and you want to do, maybe it's ABG, maybe it's Western makeup, maybe it's Latina, maybe it's Chinese, whatever style that you like. You go on to platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram and search for a tutorial on how to do that makeup. There are tons and tons of tutorials that are very helpful. From those videos, notice what kinds of products do they use. You don't need the exact brand that they're using, you just need the product type that they're using. There are also a lot of product recommendation videos online, but start by seeing what the tutorial uses and then search to buy the products that you need to recreate the look. For example, if the video uses foundation, blush, eyebrows and lipstick, buy those products in a price range that you can afford. Of course, this only applies to if you don't already have the product, but if you do, the same step. Find the style and start practicing, and then from there, the more you practice a makeup look on your face, the easier and the faster and the better it gets. So let's say for the first time, of course, it would not look good, but for the 10th time or the 15th time, it will look good. Learn from your mistake. See what you did wrong, research about that and try to fix it in the next time. Keep practicing and then you will naturally get very good and you will get better at your makeup game very soon. Next, to be able to dress well. For me personally, I think that to be able to dress well is actually a little bit harder than to be able to do your makeup well. I don't know, just me personally, I think like that. But it doesn't mean that you cannot do it. If you put in the effort and the time, you can definitely get good at it also, like makeup. First of all, I advise you to go to Pinterest and search up the terms women's fashion or fashion aesthetic or fashion. It will show you a lot of different styles and different outfits, and then scroll on that, see which one you love, see which outfit you can imagine yourself wearing those, that you feel like this is me, this is what I want to wear, what I want to look like going outside, and then you will create a board and save those outfits that you like into a board. It doesn't have to be a single style or two style. It can be anything. The only thing matters is that you imagine yourself wearing these and you love it. Next, there are two situations. Situation one is that you are attracted to a very specific style. So all the saves and all the outfits in that board you just created is in the same style. You don't need to do anything further here for this step. But for situation two, the outfits that you saved into the board, they come from different styles, like a lot of styles. Then I want you to pick out 2 to 3 from the whole board and then add those 2 to 3 styles to another board, because when you're just starting out, you cannot be focusing on too many styles. It will overwhelm you, and for a beginner, I suggest 2 styles only is enough. The next step is analyze your board. What colors show up the most? What patterns are they wearing? What kind of items are they having on their body? What kind of accessories? You have to look for those. It is called style because it has similarities. It has a pattern, and if you can, find the name of the style in your board. Like, is it Y2K? Is it streetwear? Is it classy business attire? Find a name. But if you cannot find a name, it's okay. The similarities and the patterns from before are enough. And next, pick a few key pieces and key items that they are wearing in the board and start looking to buy those from brands, from shops, from the malls, or even by thrifting or secondhand are also okay. Over time, when you keep creating outfits, looking for inspo and mixing pieces and wearing the outfit, you will gradually get the hang of the style that you're pursuing. You will develop your own fashion sense and your own style as time goes. And then ultimately, you will know what looks good on you and what doesn't look good on you, and creating even better outfits. Next, a girly said, I don't have much confidence in wearing skirts or shorts. Do you have any tips? Well, from this question, I guess that you don't feel confident when wearing skirts or shorts. It is because of the skin or the thighs that you're showing. My advice is you can try to wear it in your home first, alone, just you. So you get used to the feeling of wearing shorts and skirts in your own safe space first, and then also to look at it in the mirrors, take pictures of yourself wearing shorts or skirt. It will help you to be more comfortable and confident in wearing them, and then expand the area slowly from you alone in the room, then maybe around your family if you're comfortable with your family, of course, and then maybe to your best friend, and then to a bigger group of friends, and then your neighborhood. Expand the people that see it. Also, a very helpful tip is wearing the shorts or the skirts with socks or stockings. So you can check out knee-high socks, thigh-high socks, or even full solid stocking. So you can try mixing the socks or the stocking with the shorts or the skirts first, or even fur leg warmers will also help you a lot to cover up most part of your leg. And actually, me personally, I love wearing the shorts or the skirt with the fur leg warmers or the stockings way more than just the pieces by itself. I feel like it adds more spice to the outfit. It elevates the outfit better. So you should definitely try it. Next, a girly said, what if your girly doesn't know how to live life other than chasing and is always in survival mode? You can definitely recommend her to watch my video that I just posted. It is Stop Trying to Survive, Start Living the Soft Life in 2026. I explain here everything from what is a soft life and why do you need to live a soft life, and how to actually create a soft life that you will fall in love with. And you should definitely tell her to check it out, or you can even check it out by yourself and tell her about it. So to be very brief, you need to build a routine and a flexible schedule that will allow you to work towards your goal, but also to spend time doing what you love, your hobbies, and also to spend time with your friends, your families, to socialize, to connect, and to express yourself as a human being. And besides from that, you also need to set boundaries and detach from people, outcome, and situation. Next, a girly said, every time I'm with my friend, and don't get me wrong, I love her, I always feel less than her. Well, for this question, you need to think for yourself first. Is it coming from her or is it coming from you? That makes you feel less than her. From which source that makes you feel less than her? Does she say things that degrade you? Does she show respect for you? Are the things she said to you hurtful or degrading in a way? Does she, in a subconsciously way or a secretly way, try to do things that make you feel lower than her? So if it is coming from her, there are signs that you need to look for. It could be anything her text, her words, or her actions. Look for those. And then my advice is that you can ultimately decide to cut off this person, because if they are treating you this way and do things that make you feel degraded, then they're a bad person and you don't have any reasons to hold on to or to hang around and associate yourself with these type of people. I think that the more you hang around her, the more she will try to bring you down. It is not good long term. You need to cut off toxic people. Well, if it is coming from within you, you need to ask yourself why. Dig deep into the why, the question. Why is it that you are feeling lower than her? Is it because you're jealous of her? Is it because you're thinking that she's better than you? Or is it because you think that you don't deserve her? Or is it because you're insecure with yourself? Ask yourself why. Figure it out. Work from yourself. So of course, after you figure out the why, from this case, because I don't know why, so I cannot give you a specific answer how to solve it. After you figure out why, you need to take some space and some time from her to solve that within yourself, to solve that problem within yourself. So you stop feeling lower than her and feeling bad whenever you are together. Because I think that to be able to solve this problem on your own, you cannot hang around her as much as before anymore, because you will not have enough mental space and physical space to figure out this problem. Taking time away from someone is actually the best thing that you can do, to look into the bigger picture and to dig deep into your soul, to look for the cause and the why and a way to solve what you're dealing with. I think that you can still be straightforward with her about this thing. Well, of course, I wouldn't say that I feel lower than you, so we're not being friends anymore. I wouldn't say that, because it's me, it's my problem, it's not hers. I would just say that, hey, I just need some time and some space to solve a problem on my own a little bit. We're still good, there's nothing wrong between us, I still love you, but I just really need to take some time and some space for myself for a while to figure something out. I think that is very mature, and if she's a good friend, if she loves you, if you guys have a good relationship, she will understand it. Just be clear with her. Next, a girlie said, sometimes I don't feel pretty if I don't get validation from people. What do I do? And another one said, how do you validate yourself? Kind of struggling here, but this is a little bit tricky. It's not easy at all. First, I want you and every girlie here to know that we were born and we were raised in a world where we were taught that our worth and our value is based on how other people see us, the opinions of other people about us. We were taught and we learned that other people's reactions and other people's opinions about us are the standards of how great of a person we are. We were taught that way. We were coded in our brain that way. The reasons why you don't feel pretty when there's no one saying that to you is because you're emotionally attached to them. Keyword, emotionally attached to them. Your nervous system depends on them. Your worth and your value in your brain depend on them emotionally. I would like to give a metaphor for this. So imagine you're an empty cup. An empty cup needs water. So the people around you that give you compliments and calling you pretty, they are pouring water into your empty cup. So of course, you as that cup, you take it. The external validation from people. Well, that's good, right? That's not bad. But just imagine there are gonna be days that they're not gonna pour that water into you. What are you gonna do? Then you're basically empty. You're just an empty cup, because people cannot be by your side and validating you on a daily basis every time. So now you're an empty cup because you are emotionally attached to that water, the external validation that people give you. If your confidence and your value is built on other people's reaction and opinions about you, it will go up, it will go down, it will fluctuate, depends on them, not on you. And you yourself, you have to understand that you cannot control the external factors. The only thing that you can control is internal things about you. You can control yourself, but you cannot control other people. Meanwhile, what you should do is you should be your own water. You should pour the water into your own cup. Be your own water. Be your own validation. Don't wait for other people's validation. Self-validate yourself. It does not mean that you reject the external validation by being rude to them when they're telling you that you're pretty, it doesn't mean that. It just means that you don't rely on the external validation. If people say that you're pretty, cool, take it. But if people don't, then it's okay. You don't need other people's source of water because you are your own water. Self-validation, it doesn't start with thinking that, oh, I am the prettiest girl in this world. I am the prettiest girl in this room. It does not start there. It just starts by you knowing that your opinion about yourself matters more than other people's opinions about you. So what you can do is compliment yourself the way that you compliment people around you, your friends, your relatives, your loved ones. Imagine that if your friend looked exactly like you, would you hate her? Would you call her ugly? Would you think that she's ugly? Would you hate on her? Would you hate her body? I don't think so, because most times people ourselves, we are much kinder to the people around us rather than being kind to ourselves. Another thing that you can do is stop constantly checking for others people's reactions and instead practice doing nice things for yourself. Do the things that make you feel pretty, like going out alone confidently. Take yourself on a date, a solo date. See how it goes. Style your hair in a way that you feel pretty. Do makeup that make you feel pretty. Wear clothes that make you feel beautiful. Do the things that make you feel beautiful. Because confidence and self-validation, it grows faster by the things you do for yourself rather than just based on how you look. So also try to learn new skills. Try to build your discipline, pursue what you love, enjoy your hobbies, take care for yourself, look good, smell good, take care for your physical and mental health. There are plenty of things that you can do for yourself, and then your need for external validation will naturally decrease. And lastly, it's about acceptance. Just accept that there are gonna be days that you're not gonna feel pretty. There are gonna be days that you're gonna feel a little bit ugly. Me, myself, is the same. I don't put on makeup every day. I don't wash my hair every single day. There are gonna be days that I feel like, you know, but I don't attack myself. I don't call that, oh, I'm so ugly, I don't deserve to live. I don't say those things to myself. I just accept it. Like, it's a part of living. It's the experience of living. So don't stress yourself out about that thing so much. But the point is, you don't let those bad days or the days that you don't feel good by yourself define you, define who you are, define your value and your worth. Next, a girly said, any tips on how we can find people who align with us and help us grow, not just small talk friends? Me, myself, I am a person who has a very small social circle, like very small, like 3 to 4 close friends only. And I have to admit that in this day and age, it is very hard for us to find a true friend, a friend who is aligned. Most people that we meet will be just social small talk friends and situational friends. Unless you know the friend from like a very young age, like a young age friend, or for a very long time before, then it takes a lot of effort to actually make a good friend, a connected friend. The first way that I can suggest you is finding a community or a creative space for any of your hobbies. So for example, if you like to work out, well, find a gym membership. If you like painting, then find a painting class. If you like pottery, then find a pottery class or a yoga class, anything. Start looking for those and go there at the same set of time in a week. So for example, like 2 times a week or 3 times a week at the same time. If you go there at the exact same time every week, you will have constant exposure to these same people that will also go there before you're ready. So the likelihood of forming a relationship through constant exposure is very much possible. So for example, if you're in the gym and like you see a girl and you can come up to her after like a few weeks of like seeing each other constantly, ask her like, where did you get your gym set? It looks so gorgeous. Like, start from there, you know. Don't expect much when you're just starting out relationship with people, because expectations can make you feel very disappointed. Like, if it goes somewhere, then great, But if it doesn't go anywhere, it's also okay. A small talk friend is not bad, but you don't have to force yourself to find aligned friends from the very beginning. And also, I know some of you might think that clubs or bars is a good way to find friends. Well, it is half true, because I think that those are the best places to find social friends, like small talk friends, because I feel like, at least for me, the connection that you make through those kind of places, they're a little bit surface level. They cannot be deep. I don't know why. It's just like that. And also, from all the people that I've talked to, they say the same thing. It's very hard for it to be deep and connected and aligned. I don't suggest you going to those places if you really want to look for a true friend, not just a surface level friend. Another tip that I can give you is you should focus on becoming the person that you want to attract. The easiest way to find people who are aligned with you is to become the person who's aligned with the life that you want. So basically, if you want ambitious friends, build ambition in your life. If you want mature friend, be mature with yourself and with your relationship. If you want creative friends, start creating. If you like art friends, start making art. Be the friend that you want to attract. And also, don't force yourself like, I need friends, I have to have friends. Don't set your mind in a state of constantly looking for it, because most of the time, if you're focusing on building your life and becoming the person that you want to be, the right people will usually appear at the right time. So focus on your life first and people will come to you. I truly hope that these answers and these questions helped you at least in some way. And if you have more questions or things that you need advice with, please drop them down below in the comment section. We'll do another The Girlies Advice session very soon. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for being here to hang out with me, to listen to me giving advice to the girlies. I am so thankful that we got the time to be together. Subscribe to my channel Cortina for more self-help, women's empowerment, lifestyle, vlogging videos. Comment down below which questions here relate to you the most. You can watch or listen to my video both on YouTube and also on Spotify. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more content from me, especially about fashion. I post daily there. Goodbye. See you. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss you so much.